looker-outer, is sent to call a girl named Kim to become a superhero. Although Kim is gifted with amazing powers, she finds it hard to believe that an ordinary girl like herself can do anything great. The looker-outer points Kim to the Christmas story and the story of Jesus over and over, showing her that she can do incredible things and teaching her about the incredible gifts God gave us in Jesus.
Mom going to be late. Still studying at the library. Did you write down the page numbers we're supposed to read for history tonight? Jennifer, what is the dollar limit for the white elephant gift for the party Friday night? Todd, no chance I will not go out with you. This texting is hard on the fingers. If only we had a device that would allow us to talk to the people we communicate with instead of texting. You know, talk to them voice to voice. Wonder if I could invent something like that.
Greetings.
Oh, hello there.
Do not be afraid.
Okay, I won't.
I bring you good news that will change the course of history.
You do?
I do.
Okay, let's hear it.
You have been chosen.
I have?
Yes, you have.
Woohoo, I'm in the play. What part did I get? Berenice? Liesel? Did I get Maria?
Maria. Who?
The Sound of Music.
The Sound of what?
The spring musical at school. It's obvious by your strange costume. You just come from the theater. What part did I get?
I don't know about this theater or spring musical of which you speak.
So you're not from the theater?
No.
Then what's with the crazy costume?
This is no costume. This is my everyday wardrobe.
Where do you shop? Wizards R Us?
Burlington's Mystical Robe Factory, but that's not important.
Who are you?
I am the one who sees all, I watch all, I know all.
Oh, you mean you're a watcher like in the comic books?
No, I am not a watcher.
Then what are you?
I am he who is known as the Looker-Outer.
The Looker-Outer? That's an odd name.
You, Kim Davidson, have been chosen.
You keep saying that, but you haven't said what I'm chosen for.
You have been chosen to be the Earth's newest superhero.
Say what?
I have come to grant you immense powers beyond your imagination.
I don't know. I can imagine quite a lot.
You will have endurance, invincibility, and incredible strength.
Really? Will I also shoot lasers out of my eyes?
No, but you will be able to fly.
Fly? I can't fly. I'm afraid of heights.
You will fly, Kim. You will soar above the clouds, fighting for truth and justice to save even the least of these.
You're crazy. I'm no hero.
You will be.
Look at me. I'm just a kid. I can barely even handle long division, much less than saving the world. If Earth needs a new hero, you should talk to one of those guys on the football team. Or better yet, one of those professional wrestlers. They're already pretty tough.
The powers that be do not want a professional wrestler. They choose you.
I'm telling you, they made a mistake.
Is it really so hard to believe someone like you could be a hero?
Name one girl who had a heavenly visitor show up and ask her to do something crazy like this. Name one.
How about Mary?
Mary?
It's almost Christmas time. You surely have a nativity set up set at home with Mary and Joseph and a certain tiny baby.
Of course I do.
Then you must know the story of Mary, the girl chosen to raise God's only son.
Elizabeth, you won't believe what just happened to me.
Whoa, steady down there, son.
Are you okay?
Yeah, the moment you came in, I think the baby just did a flip. I think he's excited.
Elizabeth, an angel just appeared to me. He said I was going to have a son.
Well, no wonder my bundle is jumping for joy. Praise be to God. This is a miracle.
I can't believe God would choose me of all people.
But wait, Mary, you aren't married yet.
I know.
This could be a scandal for you. What will Joseph say? What will the neighbors say? Oh, Mary, you could be in a lot of trouble.
Elizabeth, this is God's plan. I don't know why he's chosen me or how things will work out with Joseph. But I trust God.
Mary was just a girl when she was told she would give birth to a Messiah. She was barely even old enough to get married when an angel appeared and told her she would be the mother of God's only son.
I guess I never thought of it that way. How in the world did she do it?
Trust, Kim. Mary trusted God. She trusted him even when she knew no one else would believe her. Her story. Because of her faith, God used her to begin the plan of saving the world from sin.
She must have had a lot of faith. But really, who am I to think I can become a hero?
Kim, if you have faith, you can do incredible things.
I do have faith in God.
Good.
I'm just having a hard time finding the faith to believe a guy who calls himself the looker-outer. Well, how do I look?
Hey, looking great, my superhero friend. How's it feeling being in a real superhero costume?
I feel kind of silly. Do you really think I have what it takes to become a hero?
Me, why, I told you, I'm just the looker-outer. It's not for me to say whether you have super potential or not.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence.
But the powers that be think very highly of you.
So what kind of powers am I going to get?
Good question. Let's see. You're going to have, wait, let me find it. I know I put it here somewhere. Here we go. Milk, eggs, box of honeycomb, instant pudding, eggnog, the little holiday gumdrop mixed with reds and greens.
Those aren't superpowers.
Oh, silly me. That's my grocery list for later. Here we go. List of Kim's superpowers. Super speed.
Nice.
Super strength.
Cool.
Super long range hearing.
Huh.
And with power of flight.
Still not sure about that one.
And invincibility. Invisibility.
Invisibility?
Yes, the power to make yourself invisible.
Ha, your boss didn't need to give me that power. I'm pretty invisible as it is.
No, you're not. I can see you standing right next to me.
No, not that kind of invisibility. I'm the kind of person that nobody notices.
What do you mean?
I'm just a kid. I'm a kid who isn't special. I don't play sports. I don't get straight A's, and I don't get in trouble with the teacher either.
That's good.
But I'm on nobody's birthday list invitation either. I'm a nobody.
Listen to me, Kim. Nobody is invisible like that. Not the powers that be.
How do you know that?
Let's go back to the nativity scene I was talking about. Did you ever notice the dirty guys that hang out just beside the stable?
Oh, those are G.I. Joes. My brother puts them there every year because he thinks it's funny.
No, not the G.I. Joes. I mean the guys with the long staffs that have a hook on the end. The shepherds.
Oh, those guys. Is that why they have the sheep around them?
That's exactly why.
I've always wondered why those guys were in the nativity scene.
Sure, it's quiet tonight.
What? Who said that?
I said that.
Identify yourself.
It's me, but I'm right here.
Be friend or foe?
Bud, will you calm down? It's me, Len. I'm right here.
Oh, Len, sorry. I didn't see you there.
I knew sometimes I felt downright invisible.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Here we are, night after night, just us and the sheep.
And the occasional wolf.
Nothing ever happens this far out of town.
But the occasional wolf attack.
Not a creature is stirring.
Maybe just one.
You ever wish something would happen, something big and exciting?
No sense wishing for something that won't come true.
But what if something did? What if there was a big party and we got invited, or something amazing happened and we got to witness it?
Nice. I am telling you, nothing like that is ever going to happen to us.
Greetings!
Ah! It's a wolf.
No, Bud, that's an angel. He comes to take us to Glory Land.
Boys, don't be afraid. I have come to tell you good news of great joy, news for the whole world. Today in the town of Bethlehem, a Savior has been born. He is Christ the Lord. This will be your sign. You will find him wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger. Glory to God in the highest and peace on earth.
What just happened?
I think there's a party and we're invited. I think something amazing has happened, and that Angel wants us to witness it.
But we are just shepherds.
Yeah.
We are nobodies.
Yeah, and this nobody is headed to Bethlehem to see the newborn Savior.
It's because they were invited, the Lord sent an angel to invite the shepherds to come and see what God had done.
But why invite shepherds? If God was doing something really great, why didn't he invite the media or something?
Well, way back then there was no CNN or Fox News to invite, but even if they were around, it was more important to him to invite those shepherds.
The shepherds are still one up on me, but at least they got invited to a party.
That wasn't your line. Okay, whatever. Because no one is invisible in God's eyes, not shepherds, not a poor carpenter and his new bride, not even a straight B student who couldn't shoot a free throw to save her life.
The shepherds are still one up on me, but at least they got invited to a Christmas party.
Look again, Kim. The invitation wasn't just for the shepherds. The angels invited everyone to come and see what God had brought into the world when he sent baby Jesus.
Even me?
Even you.
Oh my goodness.
Well, look at you, little hero. That was some fancy work you did, stopping that train from derailment and saving the herd of buffalo from being hit by the train cars. How does it feel saving so many lives?
You got any Gatorade?
What?
Gatorade. I need some Gatorade.
Gatorade?
I'll take whatever you got. Lemon, lime, grape, fruit punch?
I'm afraid I don't have any.
Come on, Look Router. You're supposed to look out for me. You should know when a girl needs a Gatorade to replenish her electrolytes.
I only look. I don't get involved.
Well, that's a real shame, Look Router, because this girl could use a hand from time to time.
Nonsense. You're doing great. You haven't let anyone down yet.
Yeah, but come on. Saving the world? That's exhausting. There's always a burning building or a bad guy robbing a bank or a cat stuck in a tree. How am I supposed to save the whole world? I can't even get higher than a B+ in history.
Calm down, Kim. It's okay.
No, it's not okay. The world needs saving, and I'm the only one that can save it.
What do you mean? No, you're not.
What?
You're not the only one who can save the world. As a matter of fact, there's only one who can save the world, and he's already done it.
Let me guess, you're going back to the nativity scene, aren't you?
Of course I am. We're going right to the heart of the nativity today, to the baby in the manger.
The baby?
Yes.
Why the baby?
Who do you think saved the world, whose birth was announced to Mary and the shepherds, whose birth attracted the attention of kings from far and wide?
But you said he was practically invisible.
He wouldn't stay that way for long.
Is it really possible there is a Messiah?
We saw his star in the sky, and we followed it to Israel. And the prophecy of Micah pointed us right to him.
It doesn't make sense. If you think he was really the Messiah, you think he will be born in palace of a king.
And I don't see King Herod giving up the throne anytime soon.
No, definitely not. No, I don't like looking in his eyes. If I ain't told anyone that's not there where the baby was, I would have said never go back another way.
I'm with you.
But maybe the Messiah isn't just here to save Israel, and from, like, where was it? What do you mean? Maybe he's here to save the world from a greater foe.
But who could that be?
Not who. What? What's the greatest problem in the Hebrew text? It's a problem of sin. Sin caused man separated from God and the great flood. Sin required the Hebrews make the sacrifices of their sins. I don't know. Yes, I see what he's saying. But how babes can solve Bob's sin? I don't know, but I expect what we saw back there. That's no ordinary baby back there. That's a baby with incredible powers.
That baby was the Son of God. He held the power of the Almighty in his hands, but he laid it down to live like one of us. He was the only man who never sinned and was the only one who could take the punishment for sin upon himself. Also, he could save us.
Wow, that's incredible. I've heard of heroes dying to save a city or even a friend, but save the whole world?
Every man, woman, and child who ever lived.
No wonder kings took notice of him.
Not everyone was happy that Jesus came. Some, like King Herod, saw him as a threat. Some people today still see him that way. But wise men then and now know that salvation can only be found in the child sleeping in the manger. Ah, Bethlehem, how I've missed you. It's always good to come back here where it all started. That's one of the advantages of being the looker-outer. You know, I can time travel anywhere in history. I've been here many times, and it never gets old. It still fills me with such wonder to see how God transformed the course of history.
Well, 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 I thought I might find you here.
Hello. Wait, how'd you get here?
One of the side benefits to Super Spirit, I can turn back time, travel anywhere in history.
And you chose to come here.
Yeah, I wanted to see this thing for myself. You know, not in nativity scene. For real. Ugh, it's really cold out here.
Yes, it's a bit chilly. Be warmer in the inn, but
there's no room, is there?
Not a room in town tonight.
If only the innkeeper knew who was in the stable.
Here.
Where'd you get these?
A few of the guests inside heard the baby crying. The baby crying, so they ordered some spare blankets.
How nice of them.
How is he doing?
He's perfect.
This is unreal. Not only am I a father, I am his father. I was there when you gave birth to him. I watched him be born. He made us to take care of him. I hope he knows what he's in for. It's good that they don't. It's good that they don't. How horrifying would it be for a parent to know that one day their precious child would be put to death like a common criminal?
If only they knew what he was in for, why he was born. I know the baby has a power. I know he's the Son of God. But what kind of superpower do you need to let your enemies arrest you, break you down, and put you to death?
That's no superpower. That is grace. It's grace that kept the Lord from starting over when sin entered our world. Grace is why God promised to send a Messiah. Grace is what led Jesus here to be born in this lowly place, to live as common man and take our punishment for sin on himself.
I'm starting to realize how much I need that grace. It's hard being a superhero every day, helping people who aren't always grateful for the help. One time, I stopped a man's house the other day from burning to the ground, and you know what he did? He yelled at me.
God can give you the grace to love others when they aren't kind to you. He can give you the grace to face any challenge. But first, you have to receive that grace for yourself.
I'm ready, looker at her. I'm ready to let Jesus into my heart to be my hero.
That's the first step on a journey to incredible faith.
In those days, Caesar Augustus placed a law. It required that a list be made of everyone in the whole Roman world. Everyone went to their own town to be listed. So Joseph went also. He went all the way from Nazareth in Galilee to Judea. That's where Bethlehem, the city of David, was. He went there because he was in the family line of David. He went there with Mary. She and him were engaged, and she was expecting a baby. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born. Mary gave birth to her first child. It was a boy. She wrapped him in large strips of cloth and placed him in a manger because there was no room for them to stay in the inn.
What is the Christmas story? Why, it's an original story. The original story of a true hero. It's the story of a child born, a humble birth in a manger to poor parents. Although he didn't even have a bed to call his own that first night, he held all the power in the universe in his tiny fingers. This is the story of incredible love. This is the story of Jesus.
Grab all the paper.